Hello and welcome. My name is Jackie and welcome to the Global Inspiration Stamp Team event. Unfortunately, I'm unable to go live today, so I have popped my presentation onto a video. So we're doing Christmas this month, even though it's July. I must admit the weather here in England seems more like the winter than the summer, but hopefully we'll get the sun soon. Anyway, this is the card that I'm going to show you how to make, and I've used some of the heat embossing there in the white and also in the silver. So I'm using a lovely set which is carried over, and this is called the Sparkling Snowflakes. So you get the bold images of the snowflakes as well as the more detailed, and I must admit I've not used the bold images yet. I just love the detailed ones. Really nice and perfect for your Christmas crafting, or perhaps it's your card or a scrapbook page. And we've got some lovely greetings here: winter greetings, let it snow, make the season sparkle, and for you. So absolutely gorgeous. And this does come with a punch, but the punch doesn't cut out the snowflakes. It makes tags, and so that's really nice as well. So what else am I going to be using? I've got the catalogue here because I just wanted to go through a few things of where you can find products I'm going to use. First of all, on page 79, you will find the Snowflakes stamp, and that's the punch there. Okay, so that's page 79. And then on page 126, we have the Versamark ink. Let's just remove that. The Versamark ink and the embossing powders. Now, they do basics, which is, I think, silver, clear and white. And you've also got your heat tool in there, and also your embossing additions toolkit, and you'll find those all on page 126. And then finally, I'm going to show you where the embossing folder is, and I will be using where is it? Snowflake Sky 3D, which again is another set that or embossing folder that carried over. So that's where you'll find the products in the catalogue. So let's get crafting. Okay, so I'm going to bring my trimmer in. So I've cut my thick basic white card in half, and I'm just going to score that at 10.5 centimeters. So that's just scoring that in half. Okay, and then we can fold that over, and I'll put that away. I've done all the pre-cutting, and I think there is going to be a tutorial for you as well, which is really good. So that will have all the measurements, etc. on there. Let me just bring that card back so you can see what I'm doing. Right, okay, so I've got a piece of basic white, and I'm going to bring in my embossing powders and the embossing tray, and the brush and the tweezers and the craft buddy, which is all from the additional embossing kit. Okay, I should have had this open before I started. I like to keep my embossing buddy in a bag. Okay, and we're just going to rub that over your card, and this is so that when you're putting the embossing powder over the card, it's not going to transfer onto any oil of your fingers. So I'm going to bring in the 3 snowflake stamps. Let's just put those up there. Okay, and I've got my Versamark ink. Now I've found, because I'm using white on white, I find that if I do my stamping one snowflake at a time and then do my heat embossing and then going on to use the next snowflake, it just finds it a bit more easier. Obviously if I was doing this on coloured card, it would show up no problem. So just putting my ink down like that, bringing over my tray. Now this has got a screw top so that you can empty your powder back in, but I do still like using paper or grid paper just to line that. And then I'm going to get the white powder and then just pick up carefully my card and sprinkle that powder over, and then I'm just going to tap, and then I'm just going to check. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that, bring it up just slightly, you can see the powder on there, and then I'm going to tip that back in, put it over there, and then I'm going to use my tweezers. Oops. There you go. And then I'm going to heat emboss. Now I've got my tweezers in the wrong hand because I'm left-handed. It's my plugs to the right, so it's all fun. So anyway, there's going to be a little noise, and what you want to do is when you're heat emboss, you want to just slowly move your heat tool over the powder once you can see it's melted. Don't waft it like that. You're not doing yourself any favours, okay? So just watching that to change. It will take a little while for the tool to heat up. And it's changing now. I can see that changing. So that you can just sort of see that now. I'll try and... Sorry about the shadows. I've had to put the light on because it's so dark in here. Wouldn't believe it's July. Okay, so then we can go in with our next stamp and our next snowflake. But you could use just the 1 snowflake size if you wanted to. You know, it's entirely up to you. So just sticking that down. Oops. Picking that up and then bring the tray back. And then just sprinkling that powder over. And just tapping that excess off. If you've got any stray particles, you can then just use your brush like that. Okay, and then you're back to heating again. So just making sure that all the bits are heated. And then we can go in with the next one. Do the smaller one next. Oops. I think that's actually taken a bit of my paper off. Let's remove that. Right, I'm going to try putting some powder on that and see what happens. So bring my tray back. I don't think that's taken. Oh, it has a bit. Oh, okay. I think we'll get away with that. Snowflakes are not perfect, so I'll just bring that back. So it's a bit of a slow process, this. I mean, if you wanted to have a go at doing all the snowflakes in one go, you could do that. But I just found that when I was doing it, I kept putting, actually I might go back to the bigger one. I kept putting the snowflakes on top of each other because I couldn't see. So I'm going to put that one in the middle. Oops. And then again bringing in my powder. Okay. Now I've just heard my husband come in from work, so he's probably going to come in and say hello. Excuse me. So again, just heating this up. So all that powder is melting. And then we can go in with the smallest snowflakes, just to sort of do those edges. And I think now, because I can see where the other snowflakes are, I'm quite happy to do those in one go. So just put that one there, and then I think that will be fine. So just picking up with my tweezers, putting that powder over. Ooh. It's not good holding these tweezers with my right hand because I've got no control over it at all. And then I might just go in and do one on this corner as well, just to even it up. But you can do this however you want. I'll just move that to that. Oh, now I've got to stamp first. I'll just use the tip of this, and that's fine there. Okay, so you're just putting the powder over that that stamped image, and then again just putting the powder over. Just tap, leave that to one side. There you go, and that's all your stamping and embossing done on your card. It's really not going to show up, but once we blend some ink on there, then that will be you'll be able to see that no problem. I'm just going to tip my powder back because we will be doing some more heat embossing later on. Just get that powder off. Put that over there. There we go. Okay. So then getting the Coastal Cabana ink and a blending brush. I just need to get some ink on there. And then going from off the edge, I'm just going to blend this ink over the image, and I'm picking up that ink that's on the glass mat. Has anybody got the glass mat yet? I think it's absolutely brilliant because, as you saw, I was doing my heat embossing over it, so it's not going to melt my mat like it would with the self-healing mat. Okay, and you can just pick that ink up. Okay, so that's like that. And then I'm just going to get a cloth, and then I'm just going to buff that. Oops. Just so that that white pings out. Okay. And there you go, and there's your stamped panel. So we can put that to one side. I have got two other layers. I've got a Coastal Cabana layer and I've got another basic white layer. And I'm going to bring in my embossing machine and the Snowflakes Sky embossing folder. This is really lovely with the snowflakes and the little sort of ditty bits of snow falling. So I'm using plate 1 and I'm also using plate 4. So just bring this along, and then I'm just going to run this through. Okay. So I'll need that shortly for cutting a circle out. And there's your embossed card there. Now, I don't know how you feel. Do you like the loads of snow at the bottom, or do you prefer it the other way round? It's hard, isn't it? I think I like the snow at the bottom because it's, you know, the snow's falling, so it's all laying on the ground. So those two layers can be glued together. So just a little bit of the liquid glue, which we all love. Get my tweezers. And then that can just be stuck on. So you're mat and layering down from your base card. Okay. Like so. Then I've cut 2 strips of silver foil, which I absolutely love. I love foil. Okay. And I'm going to use some seal tape. So just put some seal at the back there. You could use your tear and tape if you wanted to. And I've stuck that on the wrong side. It should have been. Doesn't matter because that is going to be stuck down. So what we want to do is just have a thin edge along there. And you can use your mat, whether it's your glass mat or your grid paper, to line that up. Okay. Like so, and then that can be glued onto your card. Okay. Like that. But you can take more care when you're doing it. And then that will get glued onto the base card. If I know what I've done with my base card. What did I do with my base card? Aha, it's hiding. So that can go on the front like that. Okay. Put that to one side. Next we've got to die cut and stamp and heat emboss a circle for the snowflake. So for that I've used the stylish shape dies, and you get this assortment of the stitch squares, circles and banners. Now what size did I use? I think it was that one, so it's the third biggest one. So again, taking some basic white paper, or card should I say, I'm just going to bring this in. So I've got plate 1, plate 2, a glass mat, my card and my die, and then another glass mat. I don't think they're numbered. Okay. And then just run that through. Then I'm going to do my body and then my snowflake. And it's up to you which snowflake you want to use. I think I'm using the bigger one. And then we're going to bring across this again. And the silver. Okay, so just tapping that over. And just sprinkling on the powder where I've missed, and then just using my brush as well. So if you tap it on the back, then that should dislodge most of the the excess, and then we're just going to heat emboss this again. Then bringing my card back, I've got a piece of the sheer ribbon, and I'm just going to fold that over this beautiful ribbon, and then I'm just going to cut that. Oops. And then you're going to use a glue dot to put that down. I always think, oh, I've got the glue dot, I know exactly where to put it, and then when I put it on, it's in the wrong place. Not good. Right, okay. There you go. Then I'm just going to put one on the back, just so that that holds that in place. And then using my Take Your Pick tool, just going to change that over from the spatula onto my pricky tool, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on. And then they can come off. That can go like that. Then I can put some dimensionals on. So I'm going to, not dimensionals, rhinestones. So I'm just going to put a couple in the middle of some of the snowflakes. Okay. And then lastly, I'm going to do the sentiment. Now on this card, I actually used, I think this was from the B set, the stamps carried over onto online, but I don't think the dies did. And I've just realised that I haven't blended any ink around my my circle, which I did on the other one. So I'm going to use the Unbounded Love, I think they're called, dies. Got a lovely assortment there. And again, I'm just going to die cut that. And then just move that away. And then, although I've done that in blue, I quite like red in, I quite like the red in with the Coastal Cabana. So, oh, actually, what I might do, I might do the sponging with that. So I'll just take that ink off. I'm going to stamp that in the blue, so that's in Misty Moonlight. Oh, for some reason that's not, doesn't want to line up. That's better. And then just getting my red blending brush, I'm just going to go around. No, I don't think I like that. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to go back to my original one. Spray that. So see if I can line this one up like I did with the other. Right. Fingers crossed. Perfect. And then I'm going to do the Coastal Cabana because I think that looked better actually. You can tell that I've re-inked my ink pad because it's darker. There we go. And then I'm just going to remove the backing of the dimensionals. That can go on like that. And then we can trim this this ribbon. There you go. Actually, move that slightly up. That's better. Okay, and so that is the 2 cards. I hope you like that and that I've inspired you with this set. And don't forget to seek out the demonstrator that invited you to this event for placing orders or asking any questions. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Bye.